RV Life, DJ Darren here. We are doing the spark plugs on the Prius. This is an '08 Prius. So pretty easy. Just pop the hood. Got the hood up here. 10mm socket. Now I put mine on a little swivel socket so that it swivels a little bit like that. It moves. It helps out a little bit. And just a 10mm, each one on a bolt. So 10mm, pulled the bolt and pulled each one of these out and pushed them out of the way. So they're all out of the way now. Now I have access, if you can see, to all the holes, and now I will pull each plug and I'm going to put new plugs in. So we got the new iridium plugs. I will put brass anti-seize on all the threads of those, and then I will tighten them up snug until they're tight. Don't follow anything that says like a half turn or quarter turn. Tighten the plugs until they're tight, really tight, and then you're done. You want to squish the washer that's on them. Most people don't squish that washer. You want to tighten that plug up super tight till it stops. And so there you go, pretty easy. 4 holes there. Got 4 plugs. This is probably the easiest spark plug change ever, because these came out real quick in 5 minutes. Just took off here's the bolts for them, 10mm, and I just used my little mini wrench right there with that and pulled those off, so they're off the side. And then, like I said, now I'll get my spark plug wrench out and see what size those are. I'll get my new plugs out and fit the socket. I got 3 different socket sizes that I use for plugs, so it's probably the small one in there, but we'll see. And we'll start getting those out. Alright, let's get those out. I'm going to use my same small socket setup like that, and I'm going to put a swivel adapters on it so that I can get in there and start pulling those out. So let's get those out. Plugs ready. So this is what I do for every single spark plug I install, whether it be a motorcycle, scooter, ATV, car, anything. Any spark plug I install, I use. This is copper anti-seize. You can get this for $6 or $7 a tube at O'Reilly or AutoZone, whatnot, you know. Copper anti-seize. And so I'll put on the thread. So I have a dab on each one now. I just put it on there, and then this is what it looks like at the end. So I smooth it with my fingers. You know, I just rotate it, and then I smooth it with my fingers and wipe my fingers off. And have a nice smooth like that. Every single plug, copper anti-seize. Okay, so I'm going to finish these up, and I'm going to pull those others out, and I'm going to pop these suckers in. So doing the 2008 Prius hybrid spark plug change. What up? Alright, so doing the Prius spark plug change. So we got those nasty plugs out, and let me tell you, they were tough. Now, they did not want to go. I feel like they're rusted, but they're really nasty. So they're really tough to get out. So I sprayed, make sure you spray some stuff. Like I sprayed after the boots were off and they're just sitting there, I'm ready to pull them. I sprayed that down. As soon as I saw the first one was tough, I sprayed all of them with the PB blaster. Just sprayed it right down the hole so it would go around the threads while I'm undoing it. And so they're still all nasty, but anyway, look at that. Pretty nasty. These are iridiums, and they're done. They need to be changed quite a while ago, so getting those out. And this is the tools I use to get that out. Just a short right here with the swivel top. This is my personal wrench, but you can use any socket wrench. And then also this as well for the other ones that I had room for this, but the last couple I only had room for this. And then you also need a magnetic tool, because you're going to reach down there with this and you're going to pick that up like that. Otherwise you can't get those out of the hole, so you need a magnetic tool. You can get the smaller one if you need, but you need a magnetic tool to pull them all out. Okay, so that's what you need to pull it out, and then there's the result. Now we're putting these new babies in, looking beautiful. All anti-seize done on all of them. Got the copper anti-seize right here. Copper anti-seize on all the threads. So we're going to start popping these babies in and tightening them up. and they will never be stuck again. They'll never be tough again with this copper anti-seize. They'll never be tough to get out, and it will seal it, make a nice seal. No leakage, no nothing, just nice and smooth, like butter. Like I like to say, it'll be like butter. So, there we go. Let's get these new ones in, and look at these old ones. Terrible. Terrible. Throw those in the trash. Let's get these new ones in and get rocking. There's the tools that we need right there, and let's get this going. Okay, you guys, I got the new plugs in, nice and tight. Put each coil back to its one it was at. Put the 10mm bolt back in, tightened each one back in. On my Prius here, I'm missing one of the rubber O-rings, so make sure you got all those. There's a little rubber O-ring that seals the cap to the top of the head there. On my number 3, I'm missing it. You can't really see, but I'm gonna have to go get a set. Maybe I'll get a set of 4. But yeah, there's a little. You can see it right there. You see the rubber O-ring. Anyway, it seals it up nice, watertight. So I'm gonna go get a set of 4 and pop those on there. But that means, and then this too, you got to take off again. But 10mm plug, or socket, takes that out real quick, and then I'll pull all those out real quick and do another new seals. But it's ready to go now. Got my oil change done. Oil change is real easy. You just have to jack up the passenger side, and you're gonna get under here, underneath this corner right here. So I'll do another video on that. I didn't do a video on that, but I'll have to give you guys one. But anyway, spark plug change, Prius, about the easiest thing you could ever do. Here we go.